Good day, everybody. Let's sculpt a bison. Wire armatures always seem to give me trouble. I always seem to kind of be impatient and not do it right the first time, but if I can remember to just take the time and pay attention to detail, maybe someday I'll be able to make one on the first try. My new box of clay arrived, but because I'm paranoid and don't want to catch the coronavirus, I'm taking a little extra precaution. The date is April 5th, 2020. I just ordered myself some clay because we are in the middle of a global pandemic and we're not supposed to go anywhere to get anything unless we absolutely have to. Currently, there are 330,000 cases of COVID-19 in the United States, 9,444 people dead, and the only reason I put that in here is as a historical data point. So by the time you see this, you can look back at those numbers and see how we're doing. Anyway, let's get back to making a bison. I've seen people sculpt things where they so masterfully put in each muscle and all the anatomy is perfect before they put any details on there. I'm gonna try to do that. In each muscle, I don't really think that's my style. Maybe next time. I really seem to struggle with the wire armatures. Right now I can see the legs are way too close together, so I gotta fix that. Try that. I left this little stub here hoping I could use that to brace the tail, but it's completely in the wrong spot. You can see this is just much lower than it needs to be, so surgery. Things I never thought I'd be Google searching. Helps if you plug it in. Dang it. If I had a cooking show, this is what it would be like. So I made some horns just to kind of get an idea of what that's going to look like when they're in there. I think those will work. So when I made the horns, I noticed something. I looked at a picture, and they're not just straight sweeping bones like that. They kind of helix like that. A lot of people probably won't be able to pick out if the horn was helixed versus just bent straight. I've been looking at buffalo for hours, and it's not a detail I really noticed, but in the end, it's gonna look better than it otherwise would have. So even though I'm not a master at this, and I still have a lot to learn, if there's a detail that I can do right, I'm gonna try to do it right. Here's the first horn I made. Here's the second horn I made, but I think that's a little too much. I think that looks more like a cow, so here's the third one. Very subtle, but I think there's a little difference. I'm not OCD, I promise. That's what I'm going for. There may come a day when I put the eyes in the right way the first try, but that is not today. So I think the second try here, the eyes are good enough to work with. I can be content with that. I'm looking at this thing wondering if I should sculpt the ears. In some of the buffalo pictures, you can see they have an ear, and in others, their Bob Ross afro thing is so big that you can't even see the ears. Like that. One ear's kind of sticking out, but that fro, look at that fro. I also have to consider how I'm going to mold this because, again, I'm going to want to cast this into bronze. But if I leave the tip of the antler here, that's going to cause some difficulty with the molding process, because if I do a two-piece mold and I have a horn buried inside there, there's going to be an air bubble. I'm never going to be able to vent that. So what I'd probably have to do is make a third piece on the face, and then also the legs are right close together, so I'm looking at 3-4 piece mold. I don't know how to do that, but if I made the fro, you know, the hair plume, whatever you call it, so big that the antler didn't really come to a tip, horn, that the horn didn't really come to a tip, then it'd be a lot easier to mold. I don't think that's going to look as good though. But I gotta learn how to do a 3-piece mold someday anyway, so. I didn't care for the ears too much, so I just kind of mushed them in. So they're just going to be hiding in the hair. Geez, look at the hair on some of these guys. 80s called, they want their hairspray back. trying to sculpt the tail and it's just moving around too much. So I figured why not bake it like I did the horns. So I'm trying to smooth the clay on this wire, and that's impossible. So I'm just gonna make a tail, bake that hard, and then stick it in there. So after 2 failures, I got one that kind of works. Well, there it is, it's finished. North American Bison. I'm kind of happy with how it turned out, if I can say that. I like it. I don't know how I'm gonna mold this thing. This is gonna be tricky. I'm gonna have to learn some new stuff. But if you wanna see how I tackle that, I'm gonna be planning on turning this into bronze. Hit the subscribe button, follow the channel. I've got 100 YouTube subscribers so far, so that's a milestone. Thank you if you're one of those. And thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.